everybody, so today I'm going to be filming my makeup collection and storage video. It has been much requested and I hate the disclaimer that you kind of have to make. Yes, I have a lot of makeup, but it is my hobby and it's what I enjoy doing, and yeah, that's it really. I'm not bragging or any way, shape or form. I'm just sharing because a lot of people have requested it. This is not attractive, my shoulders are hunched up. The light is okay today, it's a little bright, but yeah, let's crack on with it. So, this is my room, which you will have seen before. Over here I just have jewellery and things like that. I do have some of my makeup collection here because I have these little drawers that they were going to throw out from work. And in here are just lip products. So, I don't know if you've got Rimmel sort of these lipstick things, lipstick pencils here, and some Apocalypse. I've got 3. And then just some random little glosses and lipsticks in this one. In here, Bourjois Rouge editions. I think these are L'Oreal. And just a mixture of kind of lip products. You've got some Too True, some Revlon, some Gosh. You'll see a lot of this is kind of, there's some B ones there, they're quite nice. It's a lot of red and pink, as you can see. There's some with Sleek. And yeah, that's where I keep like all my sort of generic lip products, and as I'm going out the door I can just pick one up because I like to wear MAC lipsticks, but if I want to touch lipstick with during the day I tend to take cheaper lipstick with me so that I don't lose my MAC ones. In the top drawer I've got Revlon sort of chubby sticks. Just a mixture of kind of chubby sticks in here. Sleek pout paints, my LA Girl glaze, I'm definitely wanting to get some more of those. And then some other kind of chubby sticks, Barry M pencils, a gloss that a friend sent me, and that's everything in there. You can see basically that pinks and reds are definitely my thing. Over here I have this bookcase. It's a baby bookcase from Argos. These are amazing. They're not very deep. I'll show you the side of this one. So they don't take up a lot of space. I'm not going to go through everything on there. I have a mixture of sort of hair stuff and skin stuff in the top 2, stuff that I use quite regularly. I have this, which I think was really pretty. I got it from a charity shop. I don't keep anything in it at the moment. I've got my Body Shop oils behind there and some other little oils here. Some little vintage boxes up top and some Marilyn pictures. Then down here I've got my Chanel No. 5 collection. So body lotion, body oil, bath oil, sorry. Then an old perfume bottle, a miniature, some samples, some spray bottles, an old perfume bottle. There, my nose studs, just bits and bobs, daft little ornaments and things. And then in here I have my single shadows, which I'll show you in a second. And then a bunch of sort of skincare and body lotions. I've got mirrored drawers which hold small samples. This here was from a charity shop and it's just full of perfume samples. And then these are all sort of junk shop jewellery, rings. I have this, which was 30p at Asda in the sale, which holds a candle, and that was from the Mother's Day box. I can't remember the brand of the candle. Some perfumes here. I don't have a lot here, but I've got a couple of Britney Believes. I've got like the collection of bottles with sort of the baby and then the next size and then the bigger one. My favourite Britney perfume and my favourite perfume of life, Believe by Britney. Then I've just got Fuzzy Peach, Lady Gaga, Christina Aguilera, and this is Paris Hilton's Just Me, and this is G by Gwen Stefani. And then I've got a couple of things from beauty boxes. So I've got like a rose body spray, and then this is amazing stuff. This is the Balmain Hair Pure perfume. I love that. And then I've got some JLo's. The Miami Glow is like one of my favourite fragrances ever. I do have a backup of that. It just smells amazing, and love Glow. Love those two. And then I've got Glow. Then the Nail Bay from my Mother's Day box. This is just to protect my hair, but it's really great. It's called Hair Protecting Spritz. It protects it from the sun and things like that. But it just, you know, when you've got like curly hair, sometimes it can be a bit frizzy, and this just kind of like defines your curls and stuff. It's really nice. Back there's another Britney perfume. I think that's... Oh yeah, that's Naughty Fantasy. Is that Naughty Fantasy? It's one of the newer ones. And then I've got some Tony Morley from a Korean beauty box. And that's Britney Believe. That's like a shimmery perfume stick. another candle in this jar, and then this is a Korean cream. It's an apple one. I think that's Tony Moly as well. Then a bunch of stuff that I'm kind of trialling and using a lot at the moment. So some of it I use quite a lot. I like the spot stick. I think that was from Glossybox. There's a lot of Korean beauty in here, and I also have the Sanctuary body moisture spray. It's absolutely beautiful. The smell is divine. And then I've got my Body Shop sprays in here as well. A little container that Alec cleaned out for me and he thought I might use because he knows what I'm like, so I've just popped that there for now. And then drawers with samples in. So that's probably gone on for way too long there, but there you go. On the windowsill I don't have a lot. I do have this picture that I actually made myself, and it's made up of lots of different packaging that I kept, and I probably have enough to make another one now. I absolutely love it, and when I do move into the bigger room, because we're going to swap rooms next summer, this is going to go on the wall, so I absolutely love that. It's a frame from IKEA, if you're wondering. I have my wax burner there, this great tin that Alec got me. This is just a teacup, and it's full of balms, lip balms. These are all my lip balm collection, and yeah, not much to say there. That's my Sephora makeup bag. And then this is the container that I put dirty brushes in, and then I just have my Clinique clarifying lotion and a water spray there, which is really nice. I normally keep that in the fridge. Tony has a fridge in a room, and when I go into that room I'm going to get a little mini fridge as well, because it's lovely when it's out of the fridge. Then I have the plant pot that I also use for brushes, and a little container from a charity shop that I put cotton pads in, and this lamp which I absolutely love, and it's got this like metal thing on to turn it on, and that was from IKEA. And I absolutely love it. And then there's just some random stuff over here. I'll not go into all that. I love this, but it kind of creeps Alec out. It's like a little girl, and she's got buns in her hair. And I just keep my lip cosmetics fan in there, and I keep a couple of pairs of scissors, some hair cutting scissors for fringe cutting, and some other scissors and a hairband. Right, let's get to the desk sort of area. Beside the desk, I have these drawers. These are from IKEA. I have another set over here. Excuse the softbox there. That set is full of nail products, but these are basically my stock drawers. In the top one, if you've seen my video on about using panty liners for underneath your eyes, that's what those are. And then this is just all backups, so I have a lot of primers and stuff in this one. The next one's all sort of face products, so foundations, concealers, tinted moisturisers, all sorts of stuff in there. Then I have Too Faced chocolate bar palette and Urban Decay palette, and then these are all mascaras, eye products, then there's blushes and brow products in the back. This one is all lip products. And then in here I have my backup Urban Decay liners that come in swaps and mostly from other palettes when they used to put the little mini ones in. And then my colour tattoos are in there, and then I have some lashes, and my glitter products are in the back. And then the front falls off this one every time I open it, so I won't open it, but that's a lot of products that I don't really use but I don't really want to get rid of. So on top of here I've got just like a little coaster, which is quite nice if if I'm doing makeup and I don't have much room on the desk, then I pop my cup on there. I've got my MAC brush from the Rihanna collection, which I've never used, which is a bit shameful, but I just love it, and I'm a huge Rihanna fan, so I don't really want to use it and get it dirty, not just yet. I have this container. It's a ceramic container from Asda, currently on sale. I think they're still on the website actually, and they did have them in my local Asda, and I think they were about £1.50, and they're quite tall, and they've just got this vintage lady on, which I absolutely love. And I just keep my brush spray in there, and as you can see, getting right down to the dregs, but I do have another one of these. I got these in a 3 for 2, then had a £5 coupon off, so I did stock up on this makeup brush. It's the makeup brush cleanser, and it's like a spot cleaner, and it's amazing stuff. So it does come with a funny lid though, and I actually just took the spray off the Clinique bottle, which was also brush cleanser, and it fit this one, so that was great. Here I have just this little container which I got from WH Smith's, and a lot of random brushes. So in this one, I mean, there's these Barry M ones which I absolutely love for doing my brows. I did used to do liner with them, but once you've used them a number of times they start to kind of splay out, and then they're not so great. And then I have all of my Urban Decay brushes, which have come in palettes. I have all my MAC brushes from brush sets. That one should not be there. I have my Neve Cosmetics brushes in here. I love these two brushes. I have my two Lit Cosmetics brushes, which I use for glitter application. I have my Smashbox brushes in here. I have my e.l.f. glitter applicator. Yeah, so basically sort of high-end brushes, because it's like all sort of mostly MAC. I do have Real Techniques lip brush in there because I know where it is. And then I bought these ones. These are amazing. These are by Urban Decay. And I think these are the pencil brushes, blending brush it's called. And they're amazing. I highly recommend that. I've got two of those. So those are in there. And then I have this kind of candle holder back here. And in this, these are all just my Neve Cosmetics brushes, because I thought they deserved a little home of their own. Then I've got like an e.l.f. brush holder here, and it's got 3 compartments. So these are my duo fibre brushes. I've got my MAC and Real Techniques ones in here, and then I've also got these little brushes that I did a video on. They're from eBay, and I think they cost about $5.99, but they're amazing for putting on foundation. And I think you got about 4 of them, and they're so soft. I absolutely love them. Then in the middle are all my Real Techniques pink handle brushes, so blush, bronze and all that multitasker stuff. They're really good. And then along this end I have my orange Real Techniques brushes, so I have my big powder brush, foundation sort of brushes, and then I have my Morphe brush that I'm a huge fan of. And then in the back, and it's falling forward, behind that is just this little letter rack. And in here I've got my Lorac Pro palette, my The Balm Nuditude, and the Smashbox Full Exposure and Double Exposure in here. A mirror that I actually bought at a market. I think it was about 50p. It was all just wood, and then I used nail polish to paint the rose, and I absolutely love it. It's very, very nice. It's handmade. And then I've got my 2 Sugar Pill palettes, which I have a video on, and I will link that below so you can see what's in them. So that's basically on top of there. And then the other thing that I didn't talk about was my lipstick holder there. So I do have a lipstick holder on top of here. And this is basically, I have 4 lime crimes in the back. Then I have 2 Melt Cosmetics here. 1 Shein, 5 Illamasqus, 6 Charlotte Tilbury's and 6 Urban Decay lipsticks. So those are my other kinds of lipsticks, and I just think they look quite nice there, and at least I can still reach them. So, on to the desk. Now, excuse the grubbiness of the front of the desk. This wood, it's got like kind of a stickiness about it. I don't know whether it's a finish, but it's a very, very old desk. So we're actually going to, actually sand it down. I'm going to paint it white, and then we're going to buy a piece of very thin fiberboard for the top, which is going to get glued on because the top of it is quite damaged. But I wanted an old desk, and here it is. But I think it'll look nice when it's all kind of restored, and you know, I did love the original wood because I like old antique things, but it's not practical, and it just needs a little bit of TLC. So that's what it's going to get. So on the desk itself, we have another baby bookcase. We're going to go up here. So on this shelf, I have this palette, which I actually made up myself. Now, I do have a video on this. If I have 2 more shadows to depot and put in here, and I'm slowly going to collect more, I guess, and fill it up. And the stickers off the bottoms are up there. Yeah, those were all my single Urban Decay shadows, and I definitely reach for that more, being a palette. Then I have Bokeh Shadows 1 and 2, which I got off eBay. Got them very, very cheap, but I don't use them. It's more that I'm a collector and I'm a bit nuts. So I've got those. This one's never been used, and it's the Alice in Wonderland palette. Again, that was from eBay. And then the rest of them is where I kind of came into Urban Decay. So you've got the next Bokeh Shadows, which is Bokeh Shadows 4, which is the NYC and still my favourite Bokeh Shadows. And then this is Bokeh Shadows 5. Then this is the 15th anniversary palette here. We'll skip that for now. I've got the 3 Naked palettes here. I've got the Electric palette, and then I've got my 4 Vice palettes there. And then in this box are all of the other sort of palettes. So on top I have the face cases. I've got Anarchy and Shattered. Then my favourite things are at the front. Wizard of Oz palettes. This is the Theodora palette. And then I've got the Ammo palette, my original first ever eyeshadow palette ever, which I can't part with, but look at the state of it. I've hit pan on a couple of them and they're seriously dented and the mirror is broken. So there you go. I've got the Feminine palette, the Dangerous palette, the Preen palette. That's just a build your own, and it's don't even know if that's got anything in it. And then in the back I've got the, I can't even remember what this one's called, but it's that wood one. It's really quite nice, that one. So that's in there. And then at the front are the Naked Basics ones. I absolutely love both of these, so they're in the front there. And then I've got Pulp Fiction. This is the Glenda palette. Naked on the Run. And then I've got the Smoked palette. And then at the back I have Mariposa palette. And then I have a couple of these ones. This one's really pretty actually. I'll show you this one. I just love the shades in that one. And I've used that one actually in a video. And then I've got the Roller Girl palette. That's what that one looks like. So that is the Build Your Own palette, which I forgot about because it was at the back. But yeah, that is the Urban Decay shelf, so that's all of the Urban Decay stuff. I try to use something different every day, so in the last couple of weeks I've definitely used these two. I have used this one. I use these regularly, even just as crease colour or highlights, and then I have used both face cases recently, and I've been using the Vice palettes, so I do tend to try and get a lot of use out of them. On the next shelf, so these are mainly MAC lipsticks, but I do have my Neve Cosmetics blush palette there, and then at this end I have my MAC blush palette, because they just kind of fit in there quite nicely. And then on this shelf I have all my MAC lipsticks. So these containers are actually nail polish stands, and they're quite deep, so you can kind of get the lipstick sort of too deep. I don't know if you can see on the shelves, they're like too deep, but not like in front of each other. You've got to angle them, but that's fine. So here I have bright reds, dark reds, purples. Those are unusual colours. At the front I've just got one of these tender tones because I don't know where else to put it right now. Then I've got bright pinks, light pinks, peaches, corals, nudes. Yeah. And as you can see, there's a little bit of give in some of them, more in others than more in some than others, I should say. Yeah, quite a collection. That's the MAC lipsticks. In this shelf here, I just have some eye palettes that I don't use quite so much. I've got a Diego Della Palma Snow White and the Huntsman back there. This is the one I was going to get rid of. It's the 17 All About Nude eye colour palette, but I decided to keep it because there's some nice highlight shades in there. I've got a palette from the Disney store, and then I've got a 17 palette. And then in this glossy box here, these are my Sleek palettes. I have sold around 4 or 5 of them, and I've got another couple to sell. And behind that I just have this little flower, and it's got cotton buds in it, because these are wonderful if you've made a makeup mistake. Then I have this, another one of those things from Asda, and these are my current mascaras that I'm using. So, but a couple of them are actually due to go. So I'll show you the ones that are due to go. The Bourjois, I can't believe they don't make this anymore, but this is the Volume Fast and Perfect, I always forget. Fast and Perfect mascara. It's the motorised one. Hopefully you can hear that. I love this stuff. Even if I don't use it with the motor, the mascara itself is just fabulous. I have the Better Than Sex by Too Faced, which I got in a beauty box. And then I've got this one, which I got in a beauty box again. This is from Glossybox, and this is the Colossal Volume Express by Maybelline. Then I have a pink mascara from Collection. And this is a new mascara. This is the Bourjois Volume Clubbin'. So that one can stay, and then in the next couple of weeks those 3 will go in the bin, and I'll keep the pink one out, and then I'll have to get new ones out of the drawer. And then back there, there's just a little glass jar, and it's got lip gloss applicators. So also back here are these 2 little boxes here, and these are basically my lip gloss collection. And I've got some lip liners in here as well. Illamasqua, Barry M, Revlon, a couple of Bourjois, Collection. I've got a few MAC ones back there that are just small ones, and then these ones that I can't bear to get rid of, these dial-up ones by Avon. I had a massive lip gloss clear out because I had 3 of these full, and then I had a drawer full of them, and this is what's left of the clear out because I just got rid of anything that looked a bit dodgy, smelled dodgy, or what didn't have much left in. I've been left with this. I have also a little OCC lip tar palette that I can mix in. I've got a lip gloss back here and my favourite Collection glosses. So that's what's back there. Right, before I get on with the rest of the desk, up here, this is actually my banister rail. I put this blanket up. It's just kind of, I don't know, it's not really a privacy thing, but it kind of is. It just kind of makes it feel more like a room. And then up here, I have another e.l.f. brush holder. In here, these are my MAC lip glosses here, or most of them. These are the full-size ones. Some are from eyebag sets, some of them I've purchased myself. This is one of my favourites. I think that one's Baby Sparks. And then I have some eyeshadow pencils in here. Just Urban Decay, Rimmel, Maybelline, Ico. So they're in there. And then here I have the Urban Decay lip pencils. And I have my Tanya Burr lip glosses up here. And I have my two Charlotte Tilbury's up here. So coming down on the desk, we'll start at this end. This little metal contraption here is one of the little IKEA cupboard stands. It's from the kitchen section. And they're just great because you can then store under them and on top of them. So rather than just have this on the desk, I can now actually stand it up on this and have something underneath it. It's just a great use of space. So I'll start with what's in front of it, then we can get behind. I have here, this is just a tumbler from Asda, I think, 50p or something daft like that. And these are my Zoeva eye brushes. So that's my Zoeva collection. And then in this one, this actually used to have a silver lid on, and I didn't realise the lid was glass. I thought it was metal, and the lid fell off the desk and broke. So I kept this though because it's lovely and heavy and it just looks really nice. And this keeps all my Sigma brushes. So these are all my Sigma eye brushes. We will come back to this. So here I have my Sephora Storybook palettes. This one's Cinderella, then you've got Jasmine, and then you've got Ariel. So I love those, and I do reach for them quite a lot, and I like the way they look there. And then underneath here I have this. Now, so this is, I just got this from Boots, I think. It was about £4 or £5, and it's a handheld mirror. It's really great for putting makeup on. And yeah, just like using it. And then this is from WH Smith. It was in the sale for £1.99. And in here, this is my blush collection, or most of it. So I'll quickly show you through that. So in the bottom drawer, we have got a couple of accessorised, sort of mineralised blushes. I have an Avon blush in Russet, and then I have a little Revlon Colour Stay highlighter there. These are by My Face Cosmetics, and they no longer do them, but they were a specific brand for many different skin tones, but they were very much aimed at fair skin. Very pigmented, great colours, and I have two of them in here, and my favourites are somewhere else, but I'll show you that soon. 4 No. 7 blushes here. Then I have this one which came from a glossy box, another glossy box item here, which was just a little, I think it's a Mika Bella. Yeah, but it's nice. And then I have a Natural Cosmetics cream blush. These are all my Gosh blushes. They're powder and cream blushes. I have a Too Faced blush that's just ancient, as you can see from the packaging. It's really old packaging. Then I have 3 No. 17 blushes and 2 No. 7 cream blushes at the back. And then my more favourite ones are in the top, or more used ones. So in the top of here I have my 4 cream Topshop ones. This one's actually from, I don't know, it was a clothes shop that closed down. I can't remember what the name of it is. That was only £1. I really love that one. Then I have a Neve Cosmetics blush that I was sent by Beauty Chamber. I ordered a bunch of stuff and they just kind of threw that one in. I have the Collection shimmer block under there, well, sort of blush block. And then that's a Fashionista one, but they're kind of like baked blushes, they're like highlighters really, and I don't use them so much, so I just kind of leave them in there. I've got Benefit Cha Cha Tint, which I love. I've got the Glossy Box blush, which I really like, and then I've got Posy Tint by Benefit, which was free with the magazine, which I also like. I have an Illamasqua eyeshadow that's just great as a blush. And then these are all my Daniel Sandlers here, so I've got 5, 6, 7 of those. In the back, then I've got Benefit Lust Dusters. These are great. I got them off eBay and I really love them. I've got my favourite No. 7 blush, which is, it's getting on now, but it's from the Midnight Enchantment and it's just beautiful. Then I've got the Balms Down Boy. And then I've got Papa Don't Peach by Too Faced. I love both of those. Then I've got the Oon range. This is a cream blush. It's really, really nice. And then these are the other two My Face Cosmetics. I've got a really bright pink, and then I've got this really sort of quite natural colour there. Kind of a almost a brownie sort of pink. It's really nice on there. I really like that one. Then in the front I've got two Dainty Doll blushes. I've got a Whipped blush by, is that MUA? MUA Lux. And then I've got this Colour Trend blush, which I absolutely love, and that one's called Cheeky, from Avon. I don't know if they still do it, but I'd highly recommend it. But that's everything that's in that drawer. And then I'll pop everything back, and I'm going to show you this. Now this, if I said Big Carl, anybody who knows what I mean when I say Big Carl about this glass, then please comment below. Just a bit of fun really. But I'm a fan of a show, and the main character had a huge wine glass like this and she called it Big Carl. But this is all of my Urban Decay liners in here. They fit really nicely. I like that it's glass because I can see all the different colours and I think it looks great. The other great thing about this is, and this is the thing with my storage, this is a charity shop find for £1 by the way. I just love charity shop. I just love charity shops. But I love their kind of bric-a-brac, because this is great because it's on a long thin stem. You can then put something in front of it and you can store stuff in front of it but still see and get to it. So I absolutely love that because I do wear Urban Decay liners pretty much every day. So that is very useful. And then here I have this little plastic box. I actually got this, I think it was from Korea. I know I got it from overseas and it only cost around £5 and I absolutely love it. I think it's meant to be a copy of the Anna Sui makeup storage boxes. But this is actually a really nice little box, and I'm going to show you because these are my favourite blushes in here. So these are all the Sleek Blush by 3 palettes. I have all of them, so there's 8 of them. Yeah, there's 8 of them. I think they brought 5 out in the standard line, then they've brought 3 out since then, and if you haven't seen them, I'll give you a quick look at the first one. This one, is this Pink Lemonade? Yeah. So that's what that one looks like. They're really lovely blushes. So pigmented. I love Sleek blushes. Then I have my 3 Fashionista blush palettes. I made these up myself and I absolutely love them. So I've got like kind of a nude one, a pink one and a coral one. And they go in there and they're so pigmented, so I love them. Then I've got the Sleek blushes. I've sold quite a few of these as well, but these are the ones I've kept, so I've got 6 of them in there. These are my Dainty Doll blushes that I really love. So these are my 2 favourite Dainty Doll blushes. And I'll show you these because I absolutely love them. They're perfect for pale skin. If you see these on eBay, pick them up. So you've just got this very pale pink, dolly pink colour. This one's in 002. That's the bugbear. She never put the names on. So that's a huge shame because now I don't know. And that's the peach, not the peach, the lilac, and it's just gorgeous on pale skin. So those are 2 of my all-time favourite blushes. Then in here I also have what I have on today, which is Bellissima by Kat Von D. And then my favourite blush from the balm is Frat Boy, which I got in a beauty box. So I keep that just set back there. I do reach into the drawers, but I do like to have that just there. And as you can see, I have quite an eclectic taste in blushes, because, you know, they're from all over the place and I don't kind of think, oh, I need high-end blushes only. I love lots of different blushes. So coming up on top of here, this is actually a letter rack that I got in the sale at TK Maxx. And I can't remember how much it was, but I think it was about £5. It was something stupid. And it's a bit chipped and stuff, but I do intend on actually painting this when I paint the desk. And I'm probably just going to paint it an ivory colour and then maybe paint this in a different colour. But this is great for storage. In here are a lot of sort of contour palettes and favourite palettes. So this is what is in here. So in the back I have my 3 Kat Von D eye palettes. I have the Interstellar, and then I have the 2 the Metamorphosis and Chrysalis palettes. They're amazing. I get mine from Sephora because you can't get them in the UK, but I love them. And then I have the Shade and Light Contour palette there. I'm hoping to get the little eye palette to slot in here with that. And then on this end I have my 2 Too Faced palettes, which I use all the time. I'm obsessed with those palettes. Then at the front I've got my Too Faced Cocoa Contour, which I got from Sephora. And then I have my MAC palette, which I showed in a recent video, which is going to be a contour and highlight palette. And then on this side I have my Anastasia palette, which is the powder palette, and then I have the Anastasia cream palette. And then I do have a fan here. Really useful when you sprayed your face with like setting mist or toner and it just dries you off quickly. And then the book that I showed you in my recent haul, Miles by MAC, So I just keep that on the back there. That's actually resting on top of the little shelves underneath, but I kind of like how it looks and I can sit and look at it. I was actually looking at that last night. The next thing I'm going to show you is this storage unit from Superdrug, and this is amazing. It's not very deep, I'll show you that. It's as deep as one of these, which is perfect. And I knew it was going to be perfect because I kind of read the measurements and then measured some of my makeup. Yes, I'm that insane. But I really like it. I love how it looks. And I just had a bunch of things that sometimes I forget about using them, like the MAC CC powders, this MAC highlighter, just face powders. I have quite a lot that I like to use, and like I said, I like to do makeup different every day, so I wanted something that I could put them in where I could reach them easily but they wouldn't take up a lot of space, and this is just perfect. If I had room for another one, I would have another one of these because I love it. And I think it was about $12.99, which I thought was really good. So in here I have my tape for if I'm doing any kind of like sort of sharp eye looks. I've got a little Urban Decay Kabuki brush, and then that's my MAC brow gel. This is a little MAC highlighter in Silver Aura, which was part of a kit, and then that's my Soleil Tan de Chanel. Then I have my Clinique highlighter, which I got for Christmas, which is called Snowflake Dreams. It was from their Nutcracker range at Christmas. And then underneath that is an Illamasqua highlighter, and this one is in Bethion. And it's kind of it's a pretty pink colour, so those are in there. And then in here I have my OCC lip base, and that is my MAC set powder. You get absolutely loads in here for the money, and I'd highly, highly recommend it. And mine had a plain cover, but then I bought it again in the MAC Rocky Horror collection, which seems crazy, but I use this stuff every day. It's great as a primer, like a base, just like the Gosh one, because it is very finely milled. But believe it or not, it's better value because you get a hell of a lot more. And yeah, I just put my MAC Rocky Horror lid on there, and I just think it looks great displayed like that. Yeah. And then I've got the MAC Mineralised powder in Extra Light. So that's just mineralised foundation, loose. And then this one is Silver Dusk, which, oh, they've discontinued. How dare they? I hope they re-promote it at some stage. I'd buy a backup in a heartbeat. It's gone for ridiculous money on eBay, and I wouldn't pay that much, but hopefully they'll re-promote it at some point. It's the first MAC item I ever bought. So here are my CC powders by MAC. The peach one, which kind of like brightens up your complexion, the yellow one, which cancels out redness, and the purple one kind of brightens up dark areas. And then I just have a little, is this a beauty powder? Yeah, this is a loose beauty powder in Dance and Light, which I just think is beautiful. Then these are my lip palettes. I have a bit of an obsession. They do have a new one out, and oh, it's killing me because I want the white in it, but the other colours don't really grab me quite so much. But that's just the preferred pinks one. And then I have a number of the sort of trend forecast ones, spring and fall ones. I absolutely love them. They're exactly the same consistency as a MAC lipstick, so if anybody thinks, oh no, lip palettes, the consistency will be horrible. No, it's like somebody squished a MAC lipstick into these palettes. They're just amazing. And then the last one is the Mia Moretti one. Then on the bottom shelf I've got some, these are, look how much use this has had, the jar is faded. This is the Magically Cool Liquid Powder in Truth and Light, and I had the Cajun one, which I got from a CCO, and then I've decided to sell the powder, but I absolutely love the lid because it's from the Venomous Villains and it's Dr. Facilier. So I kept that, and I put that on the lid there. And then underneath that, this one is Honey Rose, which is the slightly dark colour. I love the Magically Cool liquid powders. I have a backup of Truth and Light, which I got off eBay. They feel amazing on the skin, and they give your skin such a lovely, like, sort of sparkle and glow. They're just amazing. And then I have my favourite eye palettes. So I have the Kelly Osbourne, the Rihanna, Cinderella, Rocky Horror, my favourite MAC eyeshadow palette ever, and this is the Rick Baker one. And then I have in here the NARS translucent setting powder in Crystal, which is fabulous for under the eyes. And then Ben Nye luxury powder, and this is in Rose Petal. I also want to call it Petal Pink. This is just a lovely powder. If you're pale, and sometimes you can look very washed out, if you set your makeup with this Petal Pink, it just gives your skin, it doesn't look pink on, but it just seems to just like lift your skin tone a little bit and just gives you a little bit more life in your skin. I absolutely love it. So that's what's in there, and now I reach for them all the time and it's just brilliant. I have a little coaster from a charity shop, which I just was so pretty. And then beside that I have my MAC palettes, which I have shown before, but I will quickly open them now. So this one's my neutrals, my browns and my pinks. And I keep that one on the left side because otherwise I keep reaching for the wrong one. And then on the right side is this one, which is greens, blues and aquas. Just absolutely love them. I'm really glad that I got the double-sided palettes. Then I've got this little Nutella jar. They're actually, these are great, these little Nutella jars. They're meant to be like little drinking glasses once you finish with them. I've got this new contouring powder from Shiro Cosmetics, and I'm going to place another order with them, then do a big haul together. But this is from the Cheekbones collection, inspired by, as you can see, none other than Benedict Cumberbatch, because he has amazing cheekbones. So this is a contour powder in Do Your Research, which is kind of a grey tone powder. I also have the Illamasqua Sculpt Stick, Gel Sculpt in Silhouette, which I just showed recently. I keep my CIA Urban Decay concealer pencil here because it's really very light and it's great to do sort of highlighting down the nose and stuff. And then I keep my Smashbox contour bronze and highlight pencils in here as well. So this is kind of like a little sort of mini contour sort of jar and it's just quite handy to keep it there. Then over here I have a number of other things. So this is going to be getting more filled up. Again, it's another Nutella jar. Yes, we love Nutella in this house. And I actually have ordered more of these because I'm quite impressed. And these are the City Proof 24-hour waterproof eyeshadow pencils from NYC. Those are in there, and I do have more of those coming. So sometimes I get things and I like to keep them separate, but I just thought because these are waterproof and I have some problems with like sort of a bit of a watery eye, I wanted something as a waterproof base for shadows, so even if the shadow on top went off, you'd still have the waterproof base. So I got those, and they're only $1.99 at Superdrug at the moment, so yes, they're not like the greatest quality with the clear plastic lids, but I actually really quite like them. So yeah, that's them. And then over here, it may look cluttered, but it's totally organised, trust me. So I'll move them over as we go through them. This little fella here is an egg cup. And he's perfect for sitting your beauty blender in. There's such a thing now called the bling ring, which is quite expensive, but you do get a beauty blender with it. And I just really prefer an egg cup to keep my beauty blender in because it just looks cute and it's a great place to store it. So this one is from eBay and I think it cost me about £3.50 with postage, and he's vintage and he's a little duck and he's very cute and he's a lot bigger than I thought he was going to be, but I still love him. So the next thing's a little cup that I got from a charity shop for 50p, and in here are primers. I've got a hair clip and my tweezers are in here also. I've got the Aqua Seal because this is another thing I'm trying for my watery eye. Yeah, so sort of primers, eye primers are in here. Avon, Benefit, number 7, Zoeva, Revlon, Urban Decay, Lime Crime, and then I've got my Lip Erase by MAC, and I've got my Ozone pencil by Urban Decay. I also have another little primer back there, and then this is the 24-hour bold matte, which I put on top of my matte velveteens if I feel like I don't want it to feel quite so dry. It's really nice. So that's that kind of little primer type of thing. Then this one here, again, this is another charity shop find, £1.50, and this is actually, I think it's Ainsley, yeah, it's Ainsley. So that was quite a nice little find. I think this one was £1.50, and then I found this one, and I think I paid about £2.50 for the larger one. But yeah, it's really pretty, it's got nice detail on it. And then this one here, it's got a number of things in it. It's got my MAC lip pencils, or most of my lip pencil collection, because it's got my Gosh ones in here and my Urban Decay. And then I've got my Roller Lash Mascara, which I'm currently using and enjoying. I've got my eye primer in here, which didn't fit in there. So then I've got some brow stuff. Actually, I should fit it in there. There we go. Kind of. Okay, so I've moved the eye primer to there and that's created a bit more room. I've got my little Urban Decay eyeshadow pencils, which I use if I'm in a bit of a rush. A Benefit Show Off's eyeshadow. Like I said, some brow gels. And I've got another lip pencil, that's the OCC one. I'll just pop my Benefit one in there as well. And then this is the lip pencil by OCC in Tard. And then I've got a couple of lip brushes in there as well. And what's that? Oh, that's a new Gosh lipstick that needs to move over into the drawers. Bad Girl liner. So that's a little mixture of things in there. And then in this one, this is a lot of sort of, right, you've got like, I'm going to move the mascara. This is the Collection 2000, oh, so Collection now, sorry. This is the clear mascara. It looks very grubby, but that's because I use that for my brows. I'm going to pop that in the other container now. So in here are a lot of sort of concealing products. I've got my Urban Decay Naked Concealer, which, oh my goodness, I am in love with. I've got the Makeup Revolution one, which I do not like, but I will use it. And then the Revlon one, which I absolutely love, the Revlon Colour Stay concealer. I've got my MAC concealer. So my concealers are in here. And then I have got my MUA Pout and Prime stick in there as well for my lips. Then I've got my MAC Prep and Prime for my lips. And I've got this Max Factor, which is a kind of a glossy finish for your lips. And then I've got my two luminising sticks for under my eyes. I've got the Lumi Magique by L'Oreal, and I've got the Touche Eclat. I've got the 24 Hour 7 liquid liner, and this I use to do my inner corner and brows sometimes, and it's the Rimmel Scandal Eyes. And this one is in Witness White. It's fabulous. So keep that in there. And then I've got my MAC liners. I've got the white and then the skin toned one, which are great for the waterline. I've got the Diego Della Palma, which is another liner. It's great for the waterline. I've got a Stila liner, and my Zoeva liner is in here. And yeah, that's lots of liners. I've got Eye Bright and It stick. These were actually free, can you believe it, with like Glamour magazine forever ago from Benefit. Just fabulous, full sized, what value. So I've got backups of a couple of those. And then I've got the Cupid's Bow by Benefit, which is great to enhance your Cupid's bow and your lip area. So kind of lips and sort of concealers in there. Then I've got another one of these glasses from Asda. Again, this was about 50p in the sale. And these are my kind of liquid velvet lipsticks and a couple of other bits and pieces. I've got a little lip pencil that I can't bear to part with. It's Elizabeth Arden, and yeah, I've had it forever. And then I've got my MAC Kissable Lip Colour in there. I've got my two Topshop velvets, my Jeffree Star velvet, my Too Faced melted liquid lipsticks. I've got my NARS Cruella. Then I've got Stila liquid lipsticks, which I've got 3 of those in there. I've got a Lime Crime Carousel lip gloss. There's another melted lipstick. And that's everything. So these kind of just very used lip products, and I like to keep them on the desk. The great thing again is it's on a stalk, so rather than be like down here and you're not able to see it behind things, it kind of stands above them. So that's what I'd say if you're kind of looking to store things, try and get like wine glasses or like little vases or things on sort of higher plinths, and or even a tall glass, and then pack something in the bottom, beads or marbles, so that your products are higher, and then you can kind of create like a, you know, sort of a gradient, and you can still see the things behind. So this one, like I said, was £2.50 at a charity shop. These are all my Zoeva face brushes. I also have my Real Techniques 301 in here, and I have my Sigma F05. But everything else in there is Zoeva, and I absolutely love Zoeva face brushes. I could not rave enough. Oh, I also have my Sigma 3D HD brush, which love. But these are all my best face brushes, and I use them every day, hence they need a wash. Back here are my empty MAC palettes, which I do intend on selling. Now I've emptied them. I still have one left that my daughter bought me off eBay, and I have no intentions of selling that one. I do want to keep one just because I'm a collector, but I'm going to sell these 4 on. And then on top of here I have my Smashbox Primer Water, which I absolutely love. My Urban Decay All Nighter, which is almost empty, And then I have this spinny thing, which was from Tesco, and it was about £3.50, and it's just the best thing ever, and I want to go back and get another. And in here I have this little MAC bottle. I bought the spray thing from MAC, but it was too tall, so I just cut about 1 inch off the end of the pipe, and it fits in this little bottle perfectly. And then I decant the brush cleanser into here because I'll show you the bottle as we go further on. It's just not good. It would be so messy and wasteful, and the spray bottle's much better. I have the To The Beach body oil, scrub liquid lotion. I don't think they do the lotion anymore, which is devastating. I love that. Then I have my MAC makeup remover, my MAC mineralised charged water in the centre, my MUA Pro base is at the back, which I use quite a lot actually, and then MAC Fix Plus, which as you can see is very loved and used. So that just sits back here. So over here, I just have a little box there just to kind of make these higher, because then I've got the mirror on top and it's the perfect height to look up into. And in here I have sleek lip products that I don't use quite so much, some blush products that I don't use a lot, and then some stuff in here actually that I do try to reach for. I have Sleek Molten Metal eyeshadow, I have a Topshop cream shadow, I have a couple of liners in there that I try to use, and then I have this Kajal stick which I got from this brand Forever Ago, and yeah, it's quite old actually. And then on top of that I have little sharpeners. So I've got Charlotte Tilbury and MAC, and the Smashbox one that came with the contour sticks. I've got this, which was from Matalan and cost me about 50 pence because some of the roses were broken, but it's super pretty. And in here I keep my Ico lash curlers, and then these are all MAC brushes from holiday collections, so like sets. So that one's Archie's Girl. And then there were 2 winter collections, one was pink and then one was blue. I got both of those. I also have one that's got black handles, and then I have the winter ones that had the clear handles with bubbles in. And then I have up there my, it's called Nata per Labia, and it's basically just like a lip mix thing, and it's from Neve Cosmetics, and you can kind of create your own lip colours with it, but it's also great to set your lipstick. It's really, really nice. And then I have my double-sided mirror from number 7, which lights up, and it's an amazing mirror, and it's just an amazing mirror, and I use it every day to put my makeup on. Yeah. So that's that. And then starting down here we have this. Now this is basically a metal cutlery tray which I got from a charity shop from £1, which is great, and it just pulls out, and we'll talk about what's on the back first. This is just a glossy box lid, and it's full of glitter. Now I'll not go through everything, but I've got my Tony and Tina glitters, I've got 9 of those, and they no longer are made, but they're amazing. Then I've got my Stargazer glitters, I've got 7, 8 of those, because Stargazer glitters are brilliant. My Gosh glitters are silver and pink. I've got a NYX glitter thing there, and then I've got Pop Cosmetics glitters, little threesome there. And then in here I have my Dainty Doll eyeshadows, and then I have 2 of the MUA Luxe glitter compacts, and then I have a couple of lipsticks in the front of there, Gosh, and I think that is Collection, and I have a couple of Bella Pierre blushes. Oh no, Bella Pierre pigments. Then in the next one, these are my Illamasqua eyeshadows here. Then I have Bahama Mama, that should not be in there. 2 MUA Luxe glitter palettes. Then I just have some MAC lipsticks depotted there. And then over here I have some bronzers. So Make Believe Collection. I have an Estee Lauder blush bronze set there. I have Solar Powder by Salt and Glory, the Daniel Sandler blush bronzer, sorry, and One Hot Minute by Benefit. And I have Bahama Mama by The Balm. So they all kind of sit back there, and it's great because that just slides in and out of there, and I don't use them loads, but they're there, so that's useful. And then in the front I have these glasses. Look at them. I think I paid £1.50 for a set of 3, and they are so pretty. I love them. She's kind of blown a dandelion clock. It's just gorgeous. And in here are some products that I kind of want to use more. But I do have my Kat Von D lipstick in Pore in there, which is the navy blue. I have this that I was trying out, which I'm not getting along with, so it's probably going to go on the empty, so I'll move that now. And then I have this by B Cosmetics, which is a beautiful cream shadow. And I have Starlet by Benefit that I want to start using. So those are kind of in there I'm going to move the 2 eyeshadows up into that, so I use them more, and then I'm just going to leave that on its own there, and I can put other stuff in there. Actually, I might move that. I'm going to move Pope there. So I've emptied everything out of that one, and I'll use that for something else. Then in here I have some MAC lip glosses. Actually, I think I'll separate these out. So I have my Simpsons one, I'll move that over there, and I have Viva Glam Miley, and then I have Rebel and Candy Yum Yum. I'm going to put those separately. And then in here now I have the Rihanna Ruby Woo. I have this one from that collection. I can't remember what it was called offhand. I have my Maleficent, which is just beautiful. And then I have the Sharon Osbourne, which I just love this colour. I'm just obsessed. Look how messy it is. It's such a pretty colour though. So just MAC lip products there. And then here I have the two Too Faced bronzers, which are Ross and Rachel and Carrie and Big. And I absolutely love those, and I use them constantly, which is why they're kind of out here where I can reach them. I have the MAC Ultimate Powder, which I love, the double-sided mirror from MAC, and then this at the moment is my current obsession for a face powder, and it's actually the Hot Sensation Beauty Powder, and it works as a face powder on me because of the colour, and it kind of lifts my complexion because it's got a slight peachiness to it, and it's just amazing, and I love it. But that is what's in there, and that just sits back like that, and it's great. And then that's what it looks like. And I've still got like all of this desk space, which is all I need. Yeah, so on my desk, that is kind of what you've got. I like to have all the things that I love ready at hand. So these palettes I absolutely love. My favourite brushes, my favourite blushes, my eyeliners, all my favourite powders, and then I've got all my favourite sort of pencils and sort of concealers and everything here. Favourite face brushes, everything is just accessible, because if I had everything in drawers I would forget it was there and I wouldn't use it, so I just find it really useful to store it like this. Then moving up onto another one of these kitchen shelves. Now this is actually a double one of these, so this is quite slimline, but the other one is like double the length, and that's great because you can store even more, as you can see, because I've got this underneath. Anyway, I'm waffling. I've got my Sigma Creme de Couture palette, which I like to keep at the side there so I can see it and remember to use it. And then this is another nail polish stand that I got because I've got so many pretty packaging in the MAC lipsticks. I didn't want to like shove them all up here. I wanted to have them on display, and then as I get new ones I will filter some of these back into the collection. Like I'll probably not keep the Toledo ones all out and show. I may keep one of them out. Maybe not the Julie Petite, maybe not the Maria Moretti, but you know, I've got my Marilyn Monroe ones, my Rocky Horror, I've got the Archie's Girls ones, I've got the Kelly Osbourne, Toledo, Prabal Gurung, which will probably end up there. This is Bao Bao Wan, Julia Petite and Mia Moretti. My favourite MAC nude lipstick ever, from the Gareth Pugh collection, my Cinderella. Then I've got my 3 Venomous Villains there and Maleficent. These are my 2 favourite Viva Glams. So that's Miley and Gaga. Gaga was the first MAC lipstick I ever bought, and then the last 6 are Rihanna. So I love this. It just looks great, them all standing like that. I really, really like it. And then up on top, another egg stand. This one's got a cute little penguin on it. So sweet. And then that's the white beauty blender, which was meant for primers and stuff. It's gone discoloured and it's got a spot on it there, but I still use it. I still like it. And then I've got the Lit Cosmetics glue, glitter glue, which is just the best glue ever, and the Illamasqua Sealant Gel, which is fabulous. Then I've got all my lime crimes in another one of these. As I said, I had 3 of them. So I've got all my lime crimes. Then I've got my Sephora Ultimate Oil and Gel Lipstick Remover, which is fantastic for removing liquid lipsticks. Yeah, so those are all my lime crime velveteens. I absolutely love them. And then I've got my Lit Cosmetics glitters, my Face Atelier mix and base, and then this here is going to be, I think, what, that is slightly crazy. So this is like a little container that says love. It came from Asda, and in here these are all my blue pencils because I'm obsessed with wearing blue on my eyes, and I don't wear it all the time, sometimes it's just an accent, so hence I have lots of pencils. But these are all my blue things, even got some lime crime things in there, and yeah, blues, greens, aquas. And then I've got another one of these containers from eBay. I've got my jar on top, which is for cleaning brushes, which I did a video on. Then I've got my Tartelette palette, my 4 Sigma palettes, my Illamasqua face palette that I did a Get Ready With Me for. I've got my my Real Techniques kabuki and some clips for holding my hair back. I've got my Naked highlighter, 2 little mini MAC mirrors. I've got an Urban Decay glitter and a Lime Crime eyeliner. And then I've got my Zoeva pigment, which I want to try and use, which actually I'm going to pop in here because these are the things I want to try and use more. And that's everything that is up there. So yeah, as you can see, I like things in containers. I like things in sections. I'm really quite organised really when it comes to my makeup, but that is kind of an overview of how it looks. And I do reach for everything, and you'd think, wow, you know, there's quite a bit there and how can you do that? But I try to do something different every day. So let's move on to the drawers, and I'll try to make this fairly quick. This is my base drawer. I have a tea towel in here that I can use to spot clean brushes. So in the front, in here are sort of lots of little samples, but some full-size things as well. I've got my Neve Cosmetics powders in there. I've got like a matte one and then a more shimmery one. I've got the Pink Rebel Drops by MAC, and then I've got lots of little mini primers, highlighting primers, just mini strobe cream. That's MAC concealer because I prefer to put it in a little MAC pot because too much squeezes out, so I just tend to put a little bit in there and then I use it from there with a brush. I've got a MAC foundation sponge, then this shimmery powder that I came across when I was tidying, and it's shimmer pink and it's from Superdrug, but I have no idea what brand it is. And then I keep a little hairband for when I'm doing my makeup. And then in here, these are my current like sort of face things that I'm using. These are the panty liners that I use for shadow protectors. I've got the Dainty Doll concealers, 2 of those. I've got this is a foundation, but I don't use it as a foundation anymore. I use it to fix any kind of fallout, which is the Whipped Cream by Max Factor. I'm going to do a video on this, which is the Revlon Photo Ready Prime Anti-Shine. I have my HD Brows. I actually use that as kind of a contour, or I try to, and that's kind of the powder foundation. Then I have my Sephora, which has just got Ben Nye neutral set powder in there. I've got my Georgia face powder, which I absolutely love to lift my complexion. I've got Too Faced Candlelight, again, it's great for adding a bit of glow. I've got Mary Luminizer, which is a fabulous highlighter. And then I've got MAC Cream Foundation in W10, which is great for highlighting. And there is the powder that I was looking for the other day. And this is kind of IDB, it's like a translucent sort of blot powder. Then I've got my magnifying glass for seeing the names on MAC lipsticks, because sometimes they're quite small. Then these are my current foundations. Got the L'Oreal Matte, the Infallible Matte, and then the Standard Infallible. Then I've got the 24 Hour Stay by Maybelline, and then I've got my favourite foundation ever, the Dream Satin Liquid. And then I'm trying out this little Oriflame BB cream in light, because I use BB cream as a base whenever I do my makeup. And I do have a mirror in there that is magnified to help me do my eyes. In the back I've got a Harajuku face mirror. And then this is kind of, it looks disorganised, it's not. I've got my Magic Blur, which I love, even though I don't like the smell. I've got number 7 loose powder. I've got the Gosh primer, which is my favourite, and I've got the Lilac cream, which I moisturise my neck with. And then I've got Dermalogica moisturiser, I've got Dermalogica toner, and I've got a standard toner and the clear start range. And then I have a number of, I've got Everclar, which I use all the time. I've got some little primers, so I've got Lumi Magique, and I've got my favourite face primer ever, I think, which is Monu Skin Perfector. And then I've got just some tinted moisturisers, so I've got La Roche-Posay, and then I think I've got Vichy somewhere. I've got another Dermalogica, which is a Skin Smooth and Cream, which is actually quite nice as a primer. And I've got Time Cream back there, which is one of my favourite moisturisers. Then I've got Gosh CC Cream in here as well. And I've got my Infallible primer. So I know exactly what's in there, and I tend to try and mix that up too. And that is that drawer. Moving on to this drawer, I've got all of my Benefit powders up in this drawer. So Dandelion Throb, Havana, Bella Bamba, Sugar Bomb, Hoola, Coralista, Dallas. And then I have a number 7 bronzer and Bourjois bronzer. I've got the Beauty UK contour palette back there. And then this is 10 by Benefit, which I don't think they do in Mill, which is another contour thing. I've got the contour powders from Neve Cosmetics, Heroin, and that other eyeshadow that I got from Poundland. Those are also contour. The blush that I thought I was going to use as a contour stick, but I'm probably going to end up in the bin because I don't think it's very good. It's too orange. And then I have the YSL highlighter, which I got forever ago, and the Barry M contour kit just sits there. And then in the back, a number of things. These are my Smashbox Soft Lights highlighters. This is another magnifying mirror, but this is 15 times and the other is 10. I use this to pluck my brows. I've got another Shiro Cosmetics product, which is just a bronzer, and the bronze and BB cream from Bourjois under there. And then these are all my brow products. So I've got 3 HD palettes. Then I've got 17 brows. One of my favourites, which is Collection. And then I've got Fashionista. Then I've got this one that I got from the Glossy Box, which is B, and I'm not a huge fan. And then I've got Urban Decay's one there, and I've got an Urban Decay highlighter. And then I've just got some little storage pots there. Underneath, just some sort of pigment eyeshadows. And then in here, it's a jumble of things really, but there's all my mini Kat Von D lipsticks, my OCC lip tars are in here, my Crayola highlighter from the Glossy Box, my Jelly Pong Pong highlighter from the Glossy Box, and some lip balms, which I do reach for a lot. These are my favourites. I love these Mardi Gras ones from Collection. And then I've got my Cocoa Butter one, which is fantastic. Moving on to the large drawer in the middle. This is all MAC in here. Again, this is another cutlery container from a charity shop. This cost me £1.50. This one is quite a large one. But it's perfect for the MAC powders. And I'm going to back off a little bit so you can see. So these are my MSFs back here. My favourite ones at least. Lightscapades at the front because it's my all-time favourite. And then I have beauty powders and other powders here. So my Archie's Girls are here. And I'm hoping to add the 2 Philip Treacy ones in here. Then I have the Kelly Osbourne, Cinderella, Maleficent and Marilyn. Then I have some more MSFs. I've got 3 of those, and the Dame Edna highlighter. My blush from the Toledo collection is there. And then these are beauty powders here. And then I've got another beauty powder, and then a couple that are more like blushes from the Hello Sailor, the Surf Baby and Chen Man, possibly. So that's there. Then I've got my Rihanna bronzers, I've got my loose beauty powders here, and then I've got a blush on the side there, and then I've got glitter cream. Then I've got, these are my other blushes. These are the only other MAC blushes I own, but they're kind of, I've got Full of Joy, and these ones are quite different, Full of Joy and Immortal Flower, so quite a yellow peach and a lilac. And then at the back I've got my 2 Venomous Villains one. Bite of an Apple and Darkly My Dear. Then I've got the Marilyn blush, which is legendary. And then I've got 2 from the Hello Sailor collection, which are the, I think there was only 2. It's a light peach and a dark peach. And then that one from the Quite Cute collection. Then at the back is my MAC sort of stash. So I keep my brush cleaner back here. There's not a lot left, so I will have to repurchase that. But as you can see with this lid, this is how it opens, and just load comes out and you do waste, so it's better in a spray bottle. I have my Ultimate Powder refill. Then I have a paint pot, which I absolutely love. Yeah, Fancy Frosting. I just use it a lot, so I've got a backup of that. I've got some empty MAC containers there. Then I have Porcelain Pink. I actually got this in a swap. I have, what's this? The Honey Rose. Again, that was from a swap. And that is the Magically Cool liquid, and that's Truth and Light Magically Cool liquid. And then I have a couple of, it has escaped me, Crushed Metallic Pigments. They're really lovely colours. I have a couple of those, which I also got in a swap actually. I have the beauty powder in Hot Sensation. Like I said, I use it as a face powder, so I do have a backup of that. Then I just have a ton of little strobe creams that I've got when I've had orders and they've been thrown in. And then I had a special code once to get this one free, so that was a freebie, and I have 2 of those in here because I used the code twice. Naughty naughty, but you know, if the site will let you do it, then why not? And then this is my favourite pigment of all time, and this one is Polished Ivory. I love it as a base. and it's discontinued. So then I have Lightscapade, because when it came out I didn't know they were going to make it permanent, so I do have a backup for Lightscapade because it's my favourite highlighter. And then I have backup lipsticks. I think that's Heartless and Innocence Beware there. Oh, that's Innocence Beware as well, but it was from a lip bag, and I'm just obsessed with Innocence Beware, so that's 2 Innocence Beware and a Heartless, and then these are the rest of my backups. So I have Sin, which is not technically a backup, but I already have Sin from the Pro product range, so I actually purchased it in the Rocky Horror collection because Sin's my favourite dark red, so that's a kind of a backup. I have one from the Christmas collection, which is Sparks of Romance, because I love that red. I got a backup of the Maria Moretti one because I love it. I've got a backup of the Sharon Osbourne one, and then backups of lots of them because they're like 3 deep. So there's like 18 backups there, and then I have 3 here, and then there's what's that one? Oh, that's Acai by Julia Petite because I love that one. Then I have Sin from the Toledo collection because Sin's my favourite red, and then I don't remember what that one at the bottom is in its box, but yeah, those are my backup lipsticks because I'm crazy like that. So that is the big drawer. And then moving on, we'll start at the bottom. So this is my eye drawer from MAC. So this is just basically when Alec was working at a hotel, he got the chance to get me this thing that had displayed teas in, and this is the lid. So it was broken apart, and I didn't fix it together because I thought it'd be great separate. I have my Marilyn Monroe eyeshadows in here. Then I have my paint pots and my Chromaline gels, and then these are my larger MAC eyeshadows. And I absolutely love these colours. I mean, as you can see, my tails are represented there. And then these are all my electric kohl shadows, which I absolutely love. So this just lifts out, like so. And then underneath are my pigments. So in the front, I do have the sort of, these are like the bases. One's matte and one's glossy. Sort of mixing mediums. I have the matte one and the satin one. Then I have mix and medium for eyeliner in here. I have my favourite pigment, which is Polished Ivory, which I just showed you, which I use as a base colour. And then I have Pure Matte White, which is also great as a base. Then in this one here, these ones are all my glitters. So as you can see, I've got Wonder Woman there, and then I've got Cinderella. And then these are all just the glitters, and they're just fantastic. I love matte glitters. And then these are the sort of more new sort of pigment jars. And these are sort of greens, blues, purples and pinks. Back here I have all my mini ones, and then I have this little lid of a candle that I use for mixing. And there's a little spoon back there as well. And then here are all the old style jars, which you do get a lot more in. And these are great. Pigments will last you a lifetime. And then there underneath are my crushed metallic pigments. But that's it. So those are all of my pigments. I love using pigments. I love mixing them with like mixing mediums and creating creams with them. I love just wetting brushes and using them. They're just fantastic. And like I said, they just last a lifetime. They're just amazing. And that just sits on the top. And yeah, that saves a lot of room. I'm really into that, but I don't like when you see somebody who does a makeup collection and they've just thrown everything in the drawer and it's like a drawer like to the top of stuff. I would never be able to find anything in it, and I'd be frustrated because I'm a bit of a neat freak. So this is the base of the actual tea display thing, and I love it. So I've got some, what are these, pearlisers in the bottom at the front here. Got 3 pearlisers there, which I got in a blog sale. And then I've got the eye gloss, which I'm yet to use because I'm a scaredy cat. And then at the front, these are my casual colours. This is the best packaging that casual colours come in. And then that one is the new style, but the colour is amazing. So, and then I've got my 2 cream colour bases in Luna and Shell, which I absolutely love for highlighting. And then here I have all of my MAC lip mixers, including the actual satin one that makes them just, it goes further and they're a bit more easy to work with because some of them can be quite thick consistency. This is a little place that I've actually emptied out because I'm going to be getting some fluid lines in the MAC's Beauty collection and the Philip Tracy collection, so I wanted to clear some room basically in here. So this is just going to be fluid lines, and I have a spare yoghurt floating around, and I'm hopefully going to get 2 of the eyeshadows from the MAC's Beauty collection and create a new quad. So I'll need a new quad, so I've just put yoghurt separate. Then these are my eye palettes. So these are ones I created. I took yogurt out of here because I thought it'd go better with the new pastel ones. So I'll need a purple for in there. Then I have sort of burgundy sort of colours, black and white palette, and then this is the colour added quad and pedigree. Palace Pedigree? Yeah, Palace Pedigree. So I made the first three up and then these two were purchased. Again, they were eBay. Then this is my Julia Petite Duo, which I love so much. And then the Rihanna. These ones, I know not a lot of people like these, but I absolutely love using these. These are the Pearl, Deluxe Pearl Fusion Shadows. So I have those there. And then in the back I have some more large eyeshadows. I've got my Venomous Villains one in there. I've got this little duo thing. And then some singles. So these are the Pressed Pigments by MAC. I've only got 4 of them, but yeah, they're useful to be kept in there. I've got the black, the light blue, the white, and then I think that this one is Light Touch and everybody went crazy for that one. So those are in there. And then in the next compartment I have eyeshadows. So I've got this little palette, the Antonio Lopez collection, which is just super pretty. I'll open this one and show you. I love the shadows in this palette. Gorgeous. So that's that one. And I also have a Snow Globe one from the winter collection. And then I have these duos, which are just really lovely duos. And I do enjoy reaching for these. This one, oh, I cannot tell you. I just absolutely love that one. And that one. So yeah. So that's everything that's in that drawer. And that's it. I'm sure you are probably relieved. So that's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed kind of looking through my makeup collection with me. I can do a what's in my stash collection if you like, and if there's anything you'd like to see in closer detail, then please do let me know. I'm sorry the video is so long. I was going to split into 2 parts, but then I kind of thought, well, I'd rather just put it up as one big part, because I know some people don't like long videos, but I do, and I love sitting watching, I get a cup of tea and sit down and watch a good makeup haul collection, and I'm quite happy to sit through a long video. So maybe you can skip forward to the parts that you'd prefer to see. Maybe you want to see the lipsticks, maybe you want to see different things. So hopefully you've still enjoyed it anyway. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I am going to see you in my next video. Bye!